When AI got introduced a few years back, everybody was pretty excited because, of course, this tool could do a lot of things. You could write a lot of content, you could create your essays, you could do so many things with the help of AI. Currently, more than a billion people already use AI. People use ChatGPT, they use Perplexity, and every other AI engine that has been created at this point. The problem is that over the last few years, the development of AI has been good, but it hasn't been significant enough. Of course, if you use ChatGPT, the first version of ChatGPT was much worse than what we have right now. The intent of your conversations, remembering your previous conversations, every single thing was not as good as it is right now. ChatGPT in particular had a lot of development over the last few years. In fact, anybody who thinks about AI right now comes to ChatGPT from the very beginning. They think about ChatGPT from the very beginning. And ChatGPT in itself has developed a lot over the years. The kind of conversations that you can have with ChatGPT and the kind of things that you can make ChatGPT do right now is much better than what it was just a few years back. In fact, everybody already remembers the meme of Will Smith eating the spaghetti and everybody clowning on the fact that how bad it looks versus how better it looks right now. And of course, with time, image generation, video generation, all of these things came into picture. Right now also, there's a ton of money that's being invested into the world of AI, into AI apps, into AI tools. But when you actually start relying on AI, you realize how broken the systems really are, and you realize how difficult it is for anybody to actually depend on AI as what they thought and as it's being advertised on Twitter. A few days back, I decided that I want to upgrade my PC finally and purchase a stick of RAM. Now, of course, over the last few years, the cost of a lot of electronics and a lot of gadgets has increased so much that it's practically difficult right now for me to even get a stick of RAM. And the RAM that costed me around $100 just 1 year back right now costs me at least $350. But the thing is that this is not just happening with RAMs. This is practically happening with everything. Everything is so expensive right now. Everything feels like you cannot afford it. But of course, as people, since we are making the sacrifices of letting our electricity bills running up or letting our resources, our basic things like RAM getting skyrocketed in prices, of course we should be getting something too as well, right? If the AI that we are using right now, if over the last few years we have been using it so long, at least at this point things should have gotten better. At least at this point there should have been some kind of an ROI, right? Well, not really. If you go to one of the open AI video development platforms called Sora AI, wow, I didn't believe that AI could get so better that it starts creating videos like these and images like these. And this is, of course, one of the highlights that is being shown in the world of AI to us. This is one of the top tier things that AI can do right now. It can do your video generation, it can do your image generation. Sounds good, seems great, of course. But one of my biggest problems with these video generations and the things that we are doing currently with AI is the fact that there's no particular use case about this. Of course, you feel like you can use these in movies, you can do so many things. But the problem is that none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense to anybody at all. And of course, you might use them in your TikToks, in your Instagram reels to, create haha, a few more hahas. But the problem is, nobody is going to use this stuff. What is the purpose of this stuff? What is the need of this stuff? And why exactly are we exhausting our resources to such a brink that we are not even able to get any benefit out of this? None of the videos make any sense. And even if you end up creating a video and you want 2 or 3 different videos, I swear to you, every single time the output is so different that you cannot even maintain any kind of consistency for AI. And this is a huge problem. Even this per se, what exactly does this mean? What is the point? And why, does a video like this even exist? What exactly can I use this video for? When the effect of mass AI adoption starts seeping into your finances, into your economic infrastructure, into everything that you're doing in your life, it's very obvious that you should have a problem with something like that. Right now, building your own computer seems so difficult, seems so expensive that you don't even want to upgrade. You feel like everything is getting so expensive that I don't even want to dive deep into something like this. And this is happening on a global level. Of course, all the money is being spent in these places, and we as people are the focus group of something like this. We are the testers. We make sure to give our feedback, our personal data towards something like this, and in return, we get things to be extremely expensive. That is the kind of deal that all of us have signed up for right now. The use of resources is being done at such a pace that it ends up hurting everybody. If a tool like ChatGPT would have stopped for a while on just getting its text part correct, on just getting everything correct that it does right now, believe me, things would have been so better. Believe me, we would have a very great functional chat GPT which understands your conversations, remembers your past conversations, and is able to provide you those kinds of feedback which are extremely personalized. It doesn't forget things about you every now and then. But right now, we are diving deep into every sector that could possibly be influenced with AI, and we are labeling that with powered by AI only for it to work much worse than what it already did. A lot of AI companies are being created, I know, and a lot of AI tools are being passed around. In fact, every single day when you log into internet, there will be somebody who will be telling you 10 best AI tools to try for this. And then you end up saving the video, and then you end up never visiting that video again. And this is something which has been created as such an abundance that right now we feel that we almost have everything, but nobody is willing to try any of these things out. And the fall of AI is something which we should all brace for. I know for a fact that I know a lot of people have different kinds of speculation about these kinds of things, but it seems very obvious that anything that comes up so high so quickly also has a lot of risk to go down very, very quickly as well. And right now, I think that to some extent, it's important that we are, bracing ourselves for impact. I think that's one of the smartest things to do right now.